Welcome back to another episode of The Breakdown. Today we're going to be discussing a little situation. We have two things coming up in the very near future. Couple hours from now. Tonight, boxing. We have David Benavidez making his 175-pound debut. Co-main event, by the way. Title fight against Oleksandr Gvozdyk. I think his name is. Sound about right. Alright, so let me give you a quick breakdown for these guys. If you guys don't know anything about the boxing circuit, whatever that David Benavidez has been that guy that everyone's been trying to avoid. And then when they do come in contact with him, lights out, knocks him gone. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Right now, actually, where's his age at too? Doing the ages one. Yeah, it does. Boom. Okay. So, okay. David Benavidez is going to be fighting the boy Oleksandr Gvozdyk, like I said. Looking at 28 wins, 0 losses. Benavidez with 24 knockouts against 20 wins, 16 knockouts, 1 defeat against Oleksandr Gvozdyk. All right, so about that little information, we're going into this right here. Going to explain to you guys. David Benavidez, he's been kind of busy, kind of not doing a little thing. That's the first he fought was that big fight with Demetrius Andre. And lights out. Stopped him in the 6th. Had him quitting on the stool. They're like, yo, we done. The highlights video was crazy. Just working that guy's face up. I mean, he took a lot of shots though, but it wasn't enough to stop Benavidez from coming forward. Now, like I said though, he's coming up to 175, so it's a new weight class. The boy Gvozdyk, he has only had 1 loss in his record, in his resume, and that was against Benavidez. All right, the knockout artist up here at 175, 178. Yeah, wherever he's at. Okay, wherever that class is. Only lost to him, right? And this is back at 2019 though. 2019. Since then, he only has fought 3 other people. So this record's a little padded. In this regards, it's 3 other people who are completely insignificant. 3 guys. Names don't matter. Just call them shadow men. He fought 3 shadow men lead up to this fight over the past year. So, 178, 6'2", 6'2", both same height. So there's no advantage this time for Benavidez, which typically has that height advantage with people. Not no more. This is why going up to the weight classes, going up higher weight classes, taller guys. The reach right now, 74.5 for Benavidez, is 75.5 for Oleksandr. 1 inch difference. Both orthodox, so there'll be a standard fight. Right-handed man fighting a right-handed man, and they're both from the right-handed, charisma. Difference is, though, age difference. 27 for Benavidez, 37 for Oleksandr. So, like I said, I know about both these. I knew about Benavidez for quite some time. Oleksandr knew nothing about whatsoever. So let me give you a quick information about learning about this guy. He's from Ukraine. And Ukraine fighters, you know what they do. They got that movement, they got that footwork, and they got, this guy got some power. He'd be knocking cats out, you know what I'm saying? Higher weight class, different story, different things happen, but he was actually pretty clean. I don't want to say he's a slick fighter, but he is pretty smooth with the counter punches and the quick work and the slip punches while counter punching, you know what I'm saying? Let's watch a little bit about this guy, see what's going on. So, that's one thing that Benavidez has to watch out for. That's going to be the biggest thing that's going to be a issue, per se, against Benavidez. Right now, last I looked, he was the huge favorite. Got placed $700 to win $100 for a money line for Benavidez. So, my bigger bankroll people, that's you. And the thing is now, Oleksandr being the underdog at the higher weight class, fighting people, the only thing he has notable, actually a big defeat, was that Benavidez. And other people on his record, I mean, he beat Superman. Remember that guy? Adonis Stevenson? Yeah, he beat him, but that didn't seem like... I watched that. That fight didn't seem like the best. Sorry. Stevenson didn't look the best to be fighting in that fight, and he was just getting wrecked up. He was looking, it's his way out the door, you know? But these two people, this fight is going to be interesting. Because I'm not so much worried about Alexander's boxing ability, because he seemed to be a slick boxer, very fast, very quick, very thought, very light on his feet, dropping hands, throwing hands, I meant. But so was Andre Demetrius, and he got the floor lit up. 6th round, they quit him on the bench. He said, "Yo, have a seat, dog. Drink me something to drink. While I'm over there, tap me out. We done." So, quick, slick boxer. Did some work. Actually, I should have checked the comp box. I'm curious if Andre just got the more punches landed in that fight or thrown. So, actually going to the bets. That's what actually I'm foreseeing too. So, I mean, right now I'm leaning heavily towards Benavidez because he is that punch out power. And he could take a punch, he could take hits, and he trades very hard. So that's the biggest thing. He's not a big boxer. He's actually the kind of guy who just likes to walk people down, chase you down, like Jason Voorhees. All right, he's keep coming until you die. That's how Benavidez works, and he hits hard, and he throws no problem throwing huge combinations, especially when against the wall, against the ropes. And the way he chases people down, he's gonna. I foresee Oleksandr being against the ropes or in the corner at least 3 times in this fight, which is going to cost him heavily if he gets caught against the ropes. Because this guy drops bombs, all right? So, this fight, I do foresee going to be a lot of running around after the first round. After the first round, I foresee it being a bunch of running around because Oleksandr is a boxer. He likes to try and play range and slip punches and do that kind of slick stuff. So I do foresee this fight going longer. There's been a bunch of fights where Benavidez has actually went the distance. Not the distance, but like 10, 11, 12 rounds. There's also been a bunch of fights where he hasn't. But do I see this fight being that one? The only way I see this fight going is that way. Is if Oleksandr decides to try to do a lot more footwork and try and get away from the damage coming his way. And has some success in between punches. Otherwise, I believe it's going to be a Benavidez show, non-stop. To some degree, first few rounds you might give up a little bit, but the power is going to be a bigger difference. Not saying Oleksandr don't have the power, but sometimes the power does not translate to a higher weight class. Luckily enough, he's only Benavidez only come from 168 to 175. So that should not be too big of a difference, in regards to him losing so much power. So going this one, like I said, I am leaning heavily on Benavidez to win this fight. That money line. I was thinking, I'm not fully confident yet, but I'm thinking that we're going to go towards Oleksandr with the punches thrown. That I do foresee at the current moment. But Benavidez be the one with the more punches landed. Because even though, they're both quick with the punches, fast with the punches, but when you have fast punches with power coming below or behind them, at some point in time, they start adding up and people start slowing down. That's what I foresee. Oleksandr throwing more punches in regards to boxing and slipping into different angles, blah, 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 blah. And Benavidez getting the power punches in actually starts slowing them down. And then when you start slowing them down, I do foresee a knockout coming out. They both do great damage, knockout. I don't see Benavidez losing right now. Not by a knockout. Not by decision. It would have to be by knockout, but I don't see that happening. Benavidez takes it. We'll see how much power Oleksandr has. if Benavidez loses, it's going to be by knockout. But either way, it's going to be a knockout. And I don't foresee our juggernaut-style fighter taking blows to actually stop him from going forward or put him down. So, the picks for today, moneyline, Benavidez. That -700, though, that's a tight one. But most punches thrown, Oleksandr. Most punches landed, Benavidez. Win by TKO or decision. Sorry, or DQ. DQ, TKO, knockout. Wherever that is, okay? There's probably a little breakdown between the three. But there, Benavidez with the TKO or the knockout, obviously that's going to be the victory. Because, that's another thing too. Oleksandr, that's how he lost his fight. It was by a knockout, TKO, or whatever it was. There was something in regards to him being knocked down. And like I said, it was 4 years ago. So there's that time between. But the thing is, he hasn't been tested again to punches. And nothing helps as you get older in regards to your durability. Unless you're sitting there to work your face the entire time behind closed doors. So knockout by Benavidez. Benavidez wins, going to be a knockout. Oleksandr wins, going to be by knockout. Unless, that's be by knockout. Do I foresee both these guys getting knocked down in this fight? I do not. I do foresee Oleksandr getting knocked down. At least if he wins or loses, he's going to get knocked down. I foresee that happening. But there's one more. Oh, yeah. Over-under. Under 10.5 rounds. Oleksandr is a slicker boxer, but I don't foresee Benavidez not capturing this guy early on and ending it by round 8. So shit, if you want to do that, you can bet down the round 6, 7, 8, or individually 6, 7, 8. Because that'd be some good plus money too. Unless it ends real early. Unless it ends like second round, 6, 7, 8. Because Benavidez has been known to do that as well too. So the plays for the day. Moneyline, Benavidez. Most punches thrown, Oleksandr. Most punches landed, Benavidez. To win by knockout or TKO, Benavidez. Under 10.5 rounds. There's a lot of picks I got there. Got to add one more. What's it I just had? Nah. You heard 5. We'll leave that 5 right there. We'll leave that 5 right there. That's it. I do not foresee, even though typically I would say the better boxer is the one who will be the one that lean towards winning, I do not foresee his boxing abilities to be that much greater than Demetrius Andrade, and him still having more success than Demetrius Andrade, because he didn't have that success. So, like I said, you heard the picks. Let's go out there and make this money. Happy gambling grinders. Make a wish. Out.